I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Kimothy.
And you guys are back for another episode of Pokedex Paradox, the show where we dig through the Pokedex, find crappy science, and try and mush it back into shape and see if it can physically happen.
It usually doesn't.
Usually doesn't. And I really doubt that this one ever possibly could, but we're gonna try. This one's just a mess.
I was so excited finding this dex entry because I love this Pokemon. I think it's absolutely adorable.
We're gonna be talking about Diancie today. An event-exclusive Pokemon from Gen 6, right? Gen 6.
Yes.
Yes. Gen 6.
Yes.
X and Y.
Yes.
Okay.
It's this little Princess Carbink. It's so cute. It's a mythical Pokemon. It's adorable.
It's a diamond princess.
It's a diamond princess.
It's a diamond
It has a mega
princess.
diamond princess.
It has mega. It turns into a chandelier. It's pretty great.
It's adorable. And it only has 2 dex entries.
2 little dex entries.
Well, they already botched that.
Well,
so
I mean, actually, I think they
they
basically just have those 2 entries and they just keep repasting them. But the problem is, they got issues.
They botched it.
So, I know the last few we've been dealing with floating yet very heavy Pokemon. Though this one's really weird. How much, hopefully you've forgotten, how much do you think that Diancie should weigh?
Oh,
it's stone, it's jewels.
I mean,
it's
the
actually,
diamonds don't actually weigh that much.
Yes, but you know it's much larger than Carbink. It's about twice as big, right?
Right.
So it's a little more than 2 feet tall.
Okay.
So, how much do you think that would weigh?
70 pounds?
Do you have any idea what a rock weighs?
No, but I'm thinking the diamonds don't weigh that much.
Okay, if a stone was about 2 feet high, that might get near like 1,000 pounds, okay? So this thing should be super heavy. No, it's not even 20.
See, I don't think diamonds actually weigh that much.
That big, Kim? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But that's not what we're going to get into on this episode.
Also, that's not really how diamonds grow on its face. Those are just different kind of crystals. I don't really
It
shouldn't look like that. So anyway, Kim did most of the research this time, because I know last time was mostly me ranting, so I'm in charge of Pokedex duty.
So this one, there's not too much mathing going on. Well, there's a little bit of mathing going on.
Oh yes, there better be.
Well, yeah, because it's hard to explain. So would you like to read the wonderful dex entry that we have for Diancie?
Yeah. Alright, so shared by X and Omega Ruby, we have a sudden transformation of Carbink. Its pink, glimmering body is said to be the loveliest sight in the whole world.
That one's just an adorable entry.
That's just supposed to be cute, isn't it? Right. How about the other one?
The other one.
From Y and Alpha Sapphire. It can instantly create many diamonds by compressing the carbon in the air between its hands.
This is just great.
Whoa. Hold on.
So I feel like already so
Can we just try and clarify what that even means?
Okay.
Okay, so, because people should know, there's not nothing in the air. There's obviously something there. You're breathing the something. If you want to talk about what nothing is, go in space. There's a vacuum up there. That is nothing. So there is a small trace of carbon, which is what makes up diamonds. So they're at least right on that front.
Right, okay.
Okay, so carbon is in the air, and you can compress carbon to make diamonds. So, Kim, how feasible is this?
So, the carbon that we have in the air, and
how much carbon is in the air?
Okay, so it's 405 ppms.
Parts per million, isn't that right?
Million, yes.
Yeah, so, okay, hold on. 445 parts per million. So here, we can't even really imagine a million already.
Right.
Okay, so
it's like 7 zeros after the decimal point if you're putting it.
So basically, that's how far back this is. So if you had $1 million, okay, and someone took the interest of 45 parts per million from your interest or something, and you were only left with $445, y'all better be pissed. Okay, so that analogy didn't work, but there's very little, like so little that you can basically say it's practically not there.
I mean, Game Freak's not wrong. We do have carbon in the air.
Yes, but there's so little. You could say, like, in a breath, it is unlikely that there might even be carbon in that breath.
Right.
Right? Okay? So if you press your hands together, how much carbon...
to even make a diamond, you need visible amounts of carbon.
Oh yes, you need lots.
Visible.
You need lots. Because diamonds, as we've discussed, and why does diamond keep coming up in this series?
Because they're hard substances.
So diamond is a super hard substance.
And they're so pretty.
And they are supposed to be like the hardest substance.
They're the hardest
right?
substance, right?
And they don't really scratch. They beat out everything else in terms of molecular toughness. So
molecular wise, they're just a great material.
But for something to get that hard or dense, you kind of need a lot of the substance, right?
So the big thing I had to research with Diancie is there are several different ways to make diamonds. But I'm assuming Diancie's trying to go with the all-natural kind of diamond.
Oh, all-natural. Yeah, it said, hold on, before you even get any farther.
Several diamonds?
It says it can create many diamonds by compressing the carbon in the air between its hands. We have the quantity, we have the result, and we have the method. You are screwed. This is impossible.
I couldn't science it. I could not make sense of this
if
thing.
the quote diamonds were somehow like finer than grains of sand, I feel like you would need more air than like in the entire state of Colorado compressed together. You still wouldn't get anything.
The little oven mitty hands that it has, there's
yes.
not enough carbon in the air to make a diamond from that, is what we're getting here at this first
Diancie's
point.
hands are also super tiny.
They're so little.
they're like our thumbs, I feel like, are bigger than its hands. They're so tiny.
It's so cute. So, but this went into whole research of how do we make diamonds, and does that mean that Diencie can put that many pounds per force in its hand?
Oh my.
And it says instantly. That's another thing I had to look at. Instantly does it make this.
Yes, it can instantly create many diamonds. You're right. It doesn't take a long time. Like, how long does it take for a diamond to naturally form?
At least 1 billion years.
At least 1 billion years?
Billion.
Billion years. 1 billion years.
Yes, so,
that's a little longer than instantly.
Diamonds...
where's my instant diamond recipe?
Diamonds are a limited resource. That's why they cost so much.
Yeah.
It's a limited resource.
Well, I mean, there's also
we haven't gotten to that yet.
There's a lot of other crap going down about diamond, but yeah, sure.
Okay, so diamonds, we have the natural ways that diamonds are found in the earth. So they're found in the earth's mantle. Mm-hmm. You can find them in the subduction zones of the earth, which I think is when a plate works its way underneath of like another plate in a weird direction, causing that pressure.
So that organic matter... the carbon could have been forced down deeper and preserved there for a crazy long amount of time.
1 billion years ago.
So it can be compressed and held for a stupid long amount of time.
Okay, and we have impact sites. So from when asteroids, meteors, whatever hit the Earth. I don't remember which one's the one that actually hits the Earth and which one's the one going through
It's crazy.
And then we actually have the other one, which is space formation. Mm-hmm. A lot of it's actually created out there and through whatever coming through our atmosphere lands here on Earth. Yeah. I think you were even talking about this at lunch, though. Okay,
I was trying to clear it. It's meteor, meteorite, meteoroid.
Yes,
that's what you were thinking,
So, we have that. It could come from space is another thing, because diamonds are out there. That's easier to make.
Actually, there's a lot of places in the universe where diamonds, like, all over. It actually rains diamond. Several places in our solar system. Jupiter is one. Right. Yeah, it's just
so it can happen.
Yep, it happens. It has to do with like the chemicals that are there, the sorts of elements that are in the atmospheres, and how the pressures work in the systems and the storms, how it functions, the magnetic poles and
geology.com that I've looked up.
We're on Earth. So
it just labels that as space formation. That's kind of all of it.
I don't think it's going into space to do that. I kind of
want to go through to the impact sites, how that one kind of happens, because that one seemed a little easier to explain.
Actually cram it together by sheer force?
Okay, so asteroids... see, this one says asteroids. That's why I get confused.
Well, no, it still can be.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, they strike the Earth at extreme temperatures and pressures are produced. So here's their example they give. When a 6-mile wide asteroid strikes the Earth, it can be traveling up to 9 to 12 miles per second. Upon the impact, this hypervelocity object would produce energy bursts equivalent to many nuclear weapons and temperatures hotter.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes diamonds.
Yeah, it's so hot. When it actually hits the Earth, it doesn't just explode and make a crater the way you think it does.
Right.
If it's big enough, it gets so hot, it tunnels into the Earth because it's actually, on impact, turning the Earth into gas.
Now, I don't know if those temperatures and pressures that happened, I don't think it would instantly make a diamond. I think it would still take, like, days, and I don't really...
I don't know.
This, because
that was up to you, right?
That was one of those things that's kind of hard to calculate.
You'd have to be there. You'd have to be there knowing it's coming.
Billions of years ago.
Right, you'd have to be standing there waiting and checking.
Okay, so, and then
you could carbonate
other...
it. Well, I guess not.
I mean, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So the other one, I think, is the one that we mostly take things from, which are diamonds and Earth's mantle. That's, like, the most easy,
that's the natural but the thing
way
is,
to get those.
Diancie's doing this just by crushing its hands together, so I would think that your best route to try and solve this is with the meteoritoid. Meteoritoid asteroid.
I'm just thinking naturally. I mean, I feel like it's got to be all organic.
Well, no, that's still organic. No, I'm saying that's just something that is super high pressure and instantaneous, maybe.
So, really, what I want to get back to...
How do you make artificial ones?
I will get to the artificial ones.
Okay.
So I had to research the artificial ones and the natural ones, because I was thinking Diancie has to be natural. But then I found out they at least need 1 billion years to be created if they're natural.
Oh, yeah. So,
so that kind of kicked out its instantly making a diamond out of here.
Well, no, it still probably could, but depends on how the artificial ones get made.
Exactly, which I will go through that.
Okay.
So, I still wanted to go through, these are the kind of the numbers that are created for the Earth's mantle ones that we find.
You mean the temperature or the quantity?
Right, this is like the temperature, the pressure, everything.
So
these
how
are
hot
our
it's
numbers.
Gotta be, how do you incubate a little baby diamond?
And this is carbon dioxide. This is not carbon, which it says carbon in there. So keep in mind, these are not the same chemicals.
Right.
So carbon dioxide is exposed to heat in excess of 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, the thing is with the carbon, I mean, it's in there.
It's in there.
It's just got, 2 oxygen parts in there as well. So you could still compress just the carbon.
Okay, so
what would the oxygen do?
Okay, its hands have to heat up to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
That's the number I'm having a struggle with here, is to even make that little 405 ppm even try to do anything. And
it's got to superheat itself to compress. But then it needs to push its hands together like super hard too, right?
Right. So the pounds per square inch that it needs to even create with this pressure is 727,000 pounds per square inch. Is the pressure that Diancie has to do along with the heat of 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit to create these diamonds out of the air of 405 ppm, parts per million carbon, which...
I think that actually beats out its Gudrologic attack stat comparison of how much force it does.
Saying that it makes instant diamonds actually gives it a higher attack.
I think its attack should be way higher.
So... Even
though it's at 100, it is very high.
And, clearly, though, we can create diamonds a lot quicker than 1 billion years.
Yes. Yes,
we could do this a lot quicker now.
This is a thing. Can be done.
It can be done, and lab-grown diamonds are a thing. Which I think I ended up going on a website explaining diamonds, because a lot of people, I guess, are concerned about whether their diamonds are lab-grown or natural.
Are they sparkly or not? I'm so concerned. I know people are gonna supposedly the first thing people are saying, like, oh, you need to mine diamonds once we get to asteroids and go to into space to mine things, and everyone is like, well, everyone who works at NASA is turning around like
that's dumb.
Are you an idiot? First of all, we have a lot of diamond here. We actually have plenty to go around. It's just like I said before, there's like a market that's actually like storing a ton of it to keep the value where they want it.
Right.
But even still, the cost to actually send something up to mine it and bring it back down, you would actually destroy the value of the diamond by flooding the market. It would be useless. And then, because really there's not many functional uses for a diamond other than to like cut things. But so say you do that, the cost to get there is worthless as well, because it's going to cost more to even get it, even if you didn't destroy the market by bringing it all back. So instead, you want something like, iron. You want steels. You want something to actually build and construct in space with. But anyway, sorry. You're
a little off topic, sir.
No, I'm not. It was mining diamond.
Mining diamonds.
I'm just saying it's everywhere. Diamonds. It's making diamonds.
Diancie's the one breaking the economy.
Yes. You exhale into Diancie and it just diamonds.
Several diamonds.
Several diamonds. Instantly.
So another thing that came up a lot when I was looking into this is you can make diamonds at home. They're not the best quality, but you can do it at home.
Jimmy Neutron did it. I think he did it in a microwave.
You can do it in a microwave and crock pots. Those are the big ones. So, and one of the things that they use in those is graphite. Graphite's one of the purest forms we can get of carbon to actually create diamonds.
Cool.
And that's your home remedy. It's not going to be the best looking diamond. It's not going to be pretty.
No.
It's going to have junk floating in it.
It's going to exist, though.
It can exist. So the lab-grown ones, apparently there's like HPHT, CVD, all these acronym and diamonds afterwards. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, that's fine. But we get it. It's lab-grown. I'm sure it has something to do with like the actual materials they use to compress what's actually in there.
All diamonds lab-grown, you have to have a seed of an original diamond to create them.
So you're growing the crystal.
So you have to grow the crystal from the original piece.
So, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Diancie can't do this then.
Diancie can't do this unless it actually just carries a diamond around all the time.
It does. It is.
I'm sorry, that's pure law right there.
No. Diancie is crystals. It can be diamond.
It's just gotta slowly be ripping off chunks of it every single time it needs to make another diamond.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit.
It's just a sliver. It says you only need a diamond
if it's going to be compressing its hands together, look what's right by its chest. It's got a big jewel right there.
It does.
That could be a giant diamond.
It could be. Maybe it's using that molecule structure from it
and grows like a little...
its hands through 2,200 degrees.
Grows another little piece out of the air.
And see, that's the thing with the lab ones. So if you're using the seeds of them, you don't need temperatures that are as hot.
You don't?
No. That's the surprising thing.
Well, I would guess not if you can pull it off in a microwave.
Well, yeah, you don't need temperatures as hot and you're...
Or a crock pot.
So the pounds per square inch is higher, though. So you have to have more pressure. But you don't need as much heat.
Okay.
So, this is in Celsius, so some people are...
So, regardless, Diancie either has to have extremely super hot hands, or is able to crush its hands together so hard...
So this first form of making a diamond, I think this is the more expensive one, I believe. It sounds like needs about 1,500 degrees Celsius, which I should have calculated that to Fahrenheit.
You should have.
Now I'm trying to...
Nice, Kim.
Figure out what that is. But the pressure is...
It doesn't matter. It's stupid high.
1.5 million pounds per square inch, which, if we remember from the Earth one, it's 727,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, but I mean, you're comparing like an extremely powerful compression to a slightly more extremely powerful compression.
They're still very high.
You're not going to get this down to the force that, say, a human can push its hands together.
Right.
Just saying Diancie's much smaller and much lighter and does not have that kind of strength.
So the other version of it, you don't need as much heat. It's 800 degrees Celsius versus that. So it's... I tried to do that. I thought maybe lab-grown ones seemed like more of the way to go because you could make them not...
That's what I thought this was going to end up being too.
You still need crazy amounts of heat and crazy amounts of pressure.
And another thing I want to point out, crazy amounts of carbon.
Well,
445 parts per million?
And they say a lot of times they use graphite and diamond are actually very similar molecules. You just have to restructure the graphite and it'll be diamond.
Okay.
So either it's carrying around pencils everywhere.
Pencils don't really have that much, well...
Or, it's actually just ripping off a seed part of a diamond off of its chest every time, because I don't think you can separate the seed out of the diamond once you've created the diamond from that diamond seed.
Right. The diamond seed.
Diamond seed, that's what this website, what is it, cleanorigin.com referred to it as, diamond seed.
Well, it makes sense, though, because, like, the molecules bond together in a particular way when it's diamond, and crystals all do this. That's why they grow naturally.
Like in
those
stupid
weird
shapes.
hexagonal, funky ways. It's because that's just the structure of how the molecule permits it to grow.
Right.
It's only going to be in a clean, flat line. And it needs a starting point in order to do that.
So...
Yeah?
The only issue that I really have with this... okay, I have a lot of issues with this, clearly. Yeah. But, like, the instantly part. That's my biggest thing, is instantly.
So here, hold on. That's your biggest thing? Okay, so if that's the case...
like, it could do...
If that's the case, say Diencie's
Can it do the pressure? Can it do the heat? Can it do the pressure? Can it do it?
Even if it had the heat, give it the heat, give it the super hot hands, give it the crazy pressure, give it 100 million years, I don't care. You don't have enough carbon in those
the air.
In the air. You, like I said before, you would need like an entire state's worth of oxygen to compress into one little point.
So I came up with a theory. Diencie made something one time that looked like a crystal, and we were all like, "Good job! It's a diamond,
Or a little piece broke off, or it just like shut its hands and goes like a toddler goes ah.
And you're like, you made it!
You
Good
did
job.
it!
You're so special!
Good job!
So my theory is it's not actually making diamonds.
It's just a diamond princess.
Thinks
and
it is.
we all like to treat it like a diamond princess. It can't possibly do this.
It's just physically not possible. But what if we mathed its attack to pounds per force?
It doesn't. It's not even close.
It's not even close to what it needs for pressure. So,
no.
Either it needs a billion years and heat and pressure all at the same time. Because
No. Step one, you need carbon.
You need carbon.
Here's another thing I want to ask you. What are all the other things that are in the air that it's also superheating and compressing?
You can't use any of that for a diamond.
No,
so.
It doesn't matter. That's getting heated up anyway. Because it's there.
You probably don't want those things.
No.
Probably very carcinogenic.
Well, not just that. What's it gonna do when it crushes all of that in a superheated state? Sheesh. I'm thinking of like, is it gonna accidentally trigger some nuclear reaction by like screwing with a hydrogen atom in its hands?
Well, it's saying that you need the force of essentially a nuclear-powered weapon to even make a lot of these diamonds possible, because that's what I was talking about. An asteroid coming from space creates what would be the equivalent of a nuclear weapon strike.
What I've learned: never play patty cake with Diencie.
Super hot hands.
Just playing patty cake with you. It has the force of a nuclear reaction in its hands, because it can happen. Pokedex is law.
It says it instantly does this.
It can do this instantly, so...
I mean, if it does do this instantly, maybe it is taking pieces of its own diamond off and then hot-handing it. Maybe to the human naked eye, it looked like it was making it from the air, but really it was just using a part of its own.
Could just be performing a magic trick and it just, like, fooled this 10-year-old who wrote a Pokedex entry.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
I'm still going with Diencie doesn't really make anything. We just like to make it feel good about itself.
Yeah, right.
Good job,
Diencie. You did a thing.
So that's about all I got on Diencie. I tried my best to make it.
And it's still 2 feet and less than 20 pounds.
Yep.
And it's
can exert how much force now? 700,000 pounds per square inch?
Nuclear reaction amount of heat and force per hand. Slamming into each other. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's going to kill itself.
It's just going to explode.
And everything around it.
It's just going to sit there and go like this. And
yeah. Like, it's just rubbing its hands together. Everything just bursts into flames. I thought Metang was scary.
Diencie's just as scary. Thank goodness only one Diencie exists per universe, I assume, right?
Maybe. I don't know. It's all confused. Because remember, it's a sudden transformation of Carbink. So it could just keep happening.
It's just one Carbink that decided to feel pretty about itself.
That one Carbink that could. that wanted to be a diamond princess when it grew up, and gosh dang it, it did it. And it can play patty cake with you and blow up the world in the process.
I really hope our thumbnail is just Diancie and then a nuclear mushroom explosion behind it.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to see it if I put diamonds behind it, so I don't know what I'm going to
do. It's like a geyser of diamonds from a nuclear explosion.
All right. Well, anyway, that's what you got for Diancie then. Yikes.
Yep.
Yikes. Because in terms of like that Gudra logic attack stat, it's easy because it is a straight 100.
Yeah.
Even Metang logic that we have now, its defense is 150.
Well, maybe we could use its special attack is a straight 100. Maybe we could use that as that temperature.
Oh, you're trying to special attack me now?
Special attack.
I think that's physical.
Logic?
That's its hands. Come on.
Okay,
That's a compression of its hands. That's physical.
Okay.
Well, we haven't found the special attack yet. I will find one. I will find one. Trust me. But anyway, if any of you guys have found anything crazy like that or any ridiculous Pokedex entries, be sure to go to the Discord page. We have a link for it down in the description. You can be invited there. There's tons of chat rooms and stuff on there, but there's a specific Pokedex Paradox page just for this. You can go there, find Pokedex entries, either that other people have posted, you want to upvote, see if we can have an episode for it, or if you found one yourself, send it our way, let people vote, and see if we can have an episode made of the Dex entry that you want to see us create. But regardless, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to join us next time for some more game science. Be sure to follow us either on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, and we will see you all in the next episode of Pokedex Paradox.
Bye-bye.